Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Going quickly out to the right side. And, oh, this is going to depend on forward progress. But they're saying no, he didn't get there. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Going deep here for Watkins. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Eagles 7. Cowboys nothing.
And Lambo now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
10-10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And quickly to the outside. That's caught by Lamb. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
The first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple.
The tackle made.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now back to the ground with Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
The tackle.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7, Cowboys nothing.
Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
And a a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. And they're
about set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Brought down back at the 24-yard line.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Wentz going to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So I'm not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
On the tackle. A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
He was tackled at the...
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check 52. What's your son?
From the gun on third down, Wentz. Flush to his right. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. Wentz on target to Rager. First down, Eagles. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was he?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenge. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Eagles 24. Williams nothing.
And Lambo now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to be going.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They run the counter now on first down. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. All day. 41.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz, he's going to look deep for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it into Watkins, and now it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And that emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half, they'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
From midfield, here's Wentz. They'll get this into the hands of Huntley. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Reagor, his 11th touchdown of the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football, that makes big plays, and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
7 yards there and a first down.
Dallas.
This is Elliott. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On first down, it's Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Darius Slay with a pick. The 30.
Prime time, baby.
That's the 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Cowboys nothing. Josh Randall set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll run on first down. Elliott, he'll get 3 up to midfield.
Ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. back, dropping this one off for Zeke. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Ezekiel Elliott. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and
Off
6.
play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott yet again, able to hit his target, Lamb. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
To CD Lamb.
A good pickup there, a 22. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal.
Count. 47. 52's the mic right now.
Here's Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Malik Turner, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys claw one back. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
41, Cowboys 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He can't hang. He's not.
From the 41, Wentz. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Watch the edge. Sunday. 47, check back 47. Coming to you, coming to you.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Watch the run, watch the run. Switch, switch, switch. Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge. Kill.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run here with Jason Huntley. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. And Wentz not going to take the snap here. Instead, he turns and calls a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Lambo on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Eagles 48, Cowboys 7.
And Lambo now after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over first and 10. At their own.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you'll go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.